Look, we've been talking about this dangerous heat. It is not letting up. We have triple-digit heat expected to stick around through the 4th of July holiday starting yesterday. So that means the risk of heat-related illness continues to climb, especially for children, older adults, anyone spending any time outdoors as well. Joining us this morning is Dr. Alex Koo with MedStar Health to explain the warning signs of heat exhaustion, also heat stroke, plus the simple steps that you can take to try to stay safe during this stretch of dangerous heat. Dr. Koo, I got to start with this. I went out yesterday literally like at 8:30 for like a 15-minute walk. I felt exhausted. This heat is nothing to play with.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like this heat is unusual. The humidity makes it a lot hotter than it really feels like too. So it's going to be really hot this weekend. So I think the most important part is a lot of prevention, and that is kind of understanding that it's going to be hot this weekend. And
Hmm.
number two, like what times are the hottest? It's
Right.
usually like 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. or so. So those are all important points to just kind of have that knowledge in your head.
Of course, this coincides with the 4th of July. Lots of, our fellow Americans will be out there trying to celebrate our Independence Day. So what's the biggest mistake that you often see people make during these extreme heat periods? And more importantly, perhaps, what should they do differently? Let's say just this weekend when everybody's in town for the 4th.
Yeah, I think it's really tough because it's going to be everyone wants to be outside. So I think a lot of it is just being prepared. So it's wearing loose clothing, like wearing lighter colors, and also bring hats and being prepared. You bring some water, and even before you go outside, you need to make sure that you're well hydrated. I know a lot of people bring water bottles with them, and I think that's an excellent idea, but you gotta be hydrating before you even go outside too. So I think one of the most important parts is actually understanding that you need to be ready before you even go out. And I don't know if it's a mistake, but it's just something that some people maybe forget.
Is something like Gatorade better, like a super hydration, method or delivery versus water, or is water just still the gold standard here?
I think water is still the
Okay.
most important. If you want to mix in some electrolytes once in a while, if you're sweating a ton, then I think it's okay to have a Gatorade, or if you have like one of those salt electrolyte packets and mixing that with your water, that's okay throughout the day. But that shouldn't be the only thing you should drink. The gold standard is still water alone.
Water. Okay. When do we say, okay, this is not just, I'm not just sweating a lot, I'm not just tired, okay? When do I need to perhaps seek medical help if we've been exposed to these high temperatures?
Yeah, thanks for that question, Allison. I think that's so important because it's hard to recognize the beginning signs of what we call heat exhaustion, and then it can progress to heat stroke, which is life-threatening. Heat exhaustion, what I think is flu. So if you ever had the flu or you've been down and under the weather, then you're going to have fatigue, you're going to be really tired, your muscles might ache, you might have a headache, and you might even be nauseous and vomiting too.
Mm.
So when I say heat exhaustion, I usually mean that you're going to have those flu-like symptoms of being like body achy, really tired, really run down too. And those are the first signs of heat exhaustion that maybe the heat is getting to you, and it's time to get out of the heat, hydrate well, get some cooling started.
Is heat stroke is that a progression of heat exhaustion or not necessarily?
Yes, ma'am. So it is a continuum. So heat exhaustion, if you're not treating it appropriately, meaning that you're not getting out of the heat, then they can progress over to heat stroke. And that usually is more of that confusion. Your temperature
Mm,
will rise sometimes over 104 degrees,
yeah.
and then you sometimes even can have seizures and a lot of other complications.
Yeah, and we don't want that. Alrighty, that's Dr. Alex Koo with MedStar Health. Great tips. Thank you so much. Happy 4th to you.
Happy 4th to you as well.
All right.
Stay safe out there.
Thank you.